Okay. Hello, hello. Just gonna wait for somebody to come in here. We're gonna try to try and get some stuff going here. I have one. That's what I am seeing. Excuse me. Yeah, that one person here, hello. I'm still sick, so I'm just gonna kind of try my best. I think I'm pretty much like at this point. I'm feeling like 98%. There's just still like phlegm, nasty phlegm in me. But other than that, I'm good to go. Good to talk and good to do whatever. So yeah, while I wait for some people to drop in, I don't think I'm gonna advertise this at all because um it's possible that I go into like spoiler talk and stuff. I don't know. We could talk about spoilers. We could look at those. Just depending on what people want to see, but bare minimum thing that I'm going to be doing today is looking at the 3 spotlights that I missed last week for being sick. I just want to look at them and analyze them, see if I see anything in there that is cool and awesome. So, yeah. Go ahead and get this set up now.
The crime-fighting teenage robot XJ9.
There's a couple other streams, apparently my own stream down there. Stream you stream. You love to see it. Yeah, just give it another minute or two, I guess, for people to just come in, see what's up. On my phone here, I'm watching the last hurrah tournament because I didn't get a chance to watch that live, so I'm watching it now. I could have probably actually participated in that if I really wanted to, but I didn't because I'm sick, so I wouldn't have lasted very long anyway. I probably would have just lost my first 2 matches and gotten out of there, so okay, let's go ahead and begin. Let's just watch the video regularly and see what's going on. So this very beginning portion of this video apparently is a recreation of the intro to my life as a teenage robot, which is awesome.
Returning to the brawl
But
with
that's
some new
actually
high-tech tools
pretty
and a
interesting
shiny coat
too
of paint.
because
Wakeman,
first thing I
aka
noticed
Jenny,
about
is
this
back
intro
and
more
ready
than
to throw down
anything
in Nickelodeon All-Star
is this
Brawl 2.
lightning strike thing.
Returning to the brawl
That's
with
an
some new
item,
high-tech tools
and we'll
and a
see if
shiny
we can
coat of
figure
paint,
out what that
Jenny
is.
excels at creating openings with strong projectiles that she can use to
But
provide
yeah,
cover
that
for
was a new
herself or
move.
catch opponents off
Seems
guard.
like Jenny's one of the characters
While her
that
combo
was
game
least
isn't as
changed for
strong
Nick
as some
All-Star Brawl
others,
1
Jenny can
though,
always keep up the pressure
despite
even from
still
afar.
having some moves.
And thanks to her fantastic recovery and heavy
They're
weight,
completely
she has
new
no
here
problem
and
jumping
there.
straight back into the fray after getting knocked away.
The
Back on the
fray,
subject
no
of
way.
Jenny's projectiles, the new slime mechanic provides an extra upgrade to her returning neutral special, Rocket Power. While the normal version of this rocket can still be aimed in any direction at any time,
be
the
angled
new slime version
still.
also allows for 2 rockets to be out at once.
And then
Jenny can use this powerful,
Slime
flexible
Enhance
tool to find
allows
clever
for 2
openings,
rockets to be
extend
out at the same
combos,
time, so
or
I
even
guess
save herself from
control
some
both of them
dangerous
at the same
situations.
time. Which
If you hold
sounds
down the
pretty
special
hard to
button after
manage,
firing a rocket,
honestly.
Jenny will stand still while you try to hone in on your target. If your opponent isn't giving you enough time or space to set up your rocket, make some space with Jenny's new side special, Mass Hammer. This big ol' hammer swing sends shockwaves flying through the air or rumbling along the ground, which can help her find some breathing room. Just be careful not to be too
This is like
predictable
another
with how you
projectile
use this
now
move,
that Jenny
or else you might
has.
risk having your projectiles reflected right back at her.
And yeah.
Don't want to get too close, but still need a way to rack up some extra damage? Jenny's down special, Explosive Lasers, remains a solid way of doing so. If you're not able to land big combos or otherwise find a way to open up
visually
your
a lot
defense,
different
it's
than
nice to have a
what
little
it
bit of
was
consistent
before.
damage output as a way to keep up the pressure. Finally, for the last of Jenny's specials, her up special, Robot Wings, allows her to fly around wherever she wants. Jenny can be pretty hard to swat out of the air when she activates this move thanks to its maneuverability. But watch out, she doesn't get any fuel back until she touches the stage, so try to use her other specials, air strongs, or even her light up air to glide back to the stage when possible. A few of Jenny's other old moves and techniques are here to stay.
Basically, she's gonna have a really easy time
which is a slow yet incredibly powerful finisher.
Really easy.
Angry Stomp and Mighty Mallets, her light and charge down attacks,
Her
also both
crouch
make
is
their
very
return
funny.
and can be looped repeatedly by pressing the attack button. Her jab, however, has a new property. The final hit can be angled with the control stick, meaning she can either choose to launch opponents flying a bit farther, higher, or even tumbling downwards. Jenny tends to feel the most vulnerable when she isn't quite close enough to utilize her short yet fast and effective light attacks, nor far enough to safely set up her projectiles. However, she can still surprise opponents at the mid-range by holding down the grab button for some extra reach. This version of her grab is a bit slower and is far more punishable if it misses, so don't use that as a full replacement for her regular grab. All in all, Jenny is a well-rounded defensive character that has all the tools you'll need to succeed in a world full of villains and aliens. If that sounds like your kind of style, give her a try and include All-Star Brawl 2. Thanks for watching,
gonna be one of the last showcases. It makes me
soon.
sad. Makes me very sad. But okay. Slow it down now. Let's figure out what's going on here. And turn that off. Once again, this is the intro. That's a big strong down air probably. That's a forward throw. That's up light, you can glide with it. Light up air, I should say. There's that lightning thing. Oh. That is Mini Moose. That's a Zim move. Okay. Isn't it? This is from Invader Zim for sure. Yeah. So Zim has a projectile now that shoots lightning downwards. And probably, I mean, I would think that this is just basically the gnome. It's just floating in the air. Except now it's going to shoot lightning down. Which is pretty good actually because, the gnome before, it was good in certain situations, but it was a little weird to use. So I don't know, giving it some kind of like extra utility is probably a good thing. Or again, if you combine this projectile with like Gur and then the gnome too, yeah, that could be kind of crazy. That was a new alt. She's kind of like brown. She's from that one scene, that one episode where she's fighting the rock monster dudes, I think. Oh, the slime was on, or I guess the sauce. Yeah, the sauce was on Jenny there. That's cool. And I don't think it really slows people down though. That's kind of sad. Wish it did. But yeah, this Peller move was a strong up air. This seems just like a taunt. That's her side B as it was explained. That's her neutral B as it was explained. That's her down B as it was explained. So she can slam it down for a shockwave, or she can use it in the air for just like a straight up projectile. That's her gliding using her up B. That's another taunt. They're sunbathing together. It's down strong. Looks like she's not. She is able to move, but she can choose not to move during that, I guess, too. Because there's just one point where she was just staying in that animation. Let's see. I don't think do we really need to see any of this? I mean, that was her dash attack right there. Maybe. Let's look at it. Just to see what other moves she does. So, that was her stop sign, shield for a split second there. That was her old nair, that's her dash attack. I don't know if that's still going to be your nair, it probably is. Like her light neutral air now. Probably still her strong neutral air there. Seems like it has more range, so that's good. It feels like the, I don't know, like the non-projectile part of this move should be stronger, just based off what I've seen. It does have a ton on, like, has a ton of, end lag on it. That's probably like an idle animation right there. That would make sense. Just this move again. Yeah, it's probably still in there. It's single hit, and yeah, it's kind of like a fox laser thing almost, where doesn't flinch anybody, but it'll probably just do like consistent damage. And that's like that's probably a light back air. Seems really good though. It kind of covers the top part of her body as well, so it can kind of be used as like an up air too, maybe, or maybe it just is a light up air in general. But I doubt it. It kind of sends behind her, so I would think it'd be a light back air. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a light back air. Let's really slow this one down so you can see what each of these moves are. So yeah, definitely light back air. That's probably light neutral air. And then this is definitely light forward air. As far as I've seen, this light forward air is a multi-hit attack. What is she even using there? It's like some kind of, yeah, like polishing thing. Okay. Why are there so many cups on that tree? What's drinking up there? Who's drinking stuff up there? We don't need to see this again. We don't need to see that again. So we're just hanging out. This game is, what is this game, like, basically a week away at this point? That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, man. Here's the stomps. And the temper tantrum. They're all pretty much the same moves they were before. This jab's new, we saw how that works. It's light back air again. That thing is freaking powerful, dude. That just looks like it just looks like the thing that you're gonna want to spam at higher percents, basically. Cause it does hit with like a lot of range. Big grab. Ooh, there's down throw. She gets slightly bigger arms or hands for that. Does like a gorilla slam, basically. What was that? What even happened? I can't tell. All I know is that she kind of just like goes. She kind of just like shields her face and then something explodes. I guess that's her up throw. Okay, then that's her super. That's everything, basically. That's everything. And that's a specific reference, I know. I know for sure that's a reference, so hey, here's Reptar's thing. So we can just watch it right now. Let's again bring it back to normal
Here to squash the
speed.
competition.
and
Hold
hear
on to
what
your diapers
Tafar
because
has
the
to
mighty
say.
green dinosaur, Reptar, is here to squash the competition in Nickelodeon
So
All.
immediately, first thing we're seeing is Reptar being really big here. But like, there is an item in this game that makes you bigger,
Here to
so
squash the
don't think
competition in
about that too
Nickelodeon
hard.
All-Star Brawl 2.
Again, we're seeing Zim a lot more. I would not
Reptar
be
comes
surprised if
equipped with
he's like
scorching
one of the
fiery
next
breath,
spotlights.
incredibly powerful attacks,
'Cause they
brutal
like
chomps,
to do this. They
and
like
of
to
course,
show off
ice
characters
skates.
that are going to
Reptar
be in
excels at striking
spotlights
fear into his opponents just from his sheer strength and size, which he needs considering
within
his
other
low speed.
people's spotlights. It
While many of
seems like,
Reptar's attacks also tend to be a little bit
and
slower
also
to
the
come out with a
SpongeBob
little bit more
characters.
recovery time, they're made safer by just how hard they push opponents away if blocked.
So some
With that in
familiar
mind,
stuff,
if you
some
find yourself cowering
new
in the
stuff
corner against
too.
Reptar, you might also find yourself teetering on the edge of defeat. Several of Reptar's moves draw from his unique flame meter, including his ferocious grounded
This
and
is
aerial
a
upcharge
very
attacks
sick
and a
ult.
few of his special moves. Dealing
Holy
damage with his
crap.
other attacks will build that meter right back up, so as long as you let Reptar take a breather every now and then, you shouldn't have to worry about running out. Let's jump straight into Reptar's special attacks. His down special, Flame Breath, might look a bit familiar from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1. While the special button is held, Reptar becomes immune to knockback, allowing you to essentially counterattack and open your opponent up for
There's a
combos
new
with
ult
spread
for
of
Jimmy
fire
right
across
there.
the floor.
That's a superhero
While in
one.
the air, this move changes into a diagonal
That's
fireball that knocks opponents away. His neutral special is just like his aerial down special, except it only goes horizontal. These fireballs are pretty big, which helps out a lot with finding control over the stage, guarding the ledge, or hitting people from afar.
He was already dead, man.
Reptar's up special, Jurassic Slam, leaps high into the air before falling back down to crush any enemies underneath him. You can also make Reptar fall sooner if you press down on the control stick. Finally, Hungry as a Dinosaur, his side special is a command grab. Reptar lurches forward and tries to swallow his opponent's whole before spitting them back out. The direction Reptar spits his opponent is decided by which direction the control stick is being held after a brief pause.
So that was the thing we were talking about before, right? How
the downwards version of this attack can be
we were thinking this game was only going to come with like 3 costumes by default, and that was bad because if you're playing a 4-player match, then that meant that
if you know just how,
one character is going to look the same as
time,
one of the other players, and it could be like,
thanks
you
to his
know,
fiery attacks and
just hard to keep track of
Reptar is also
those
able
two
to hit
characters,
from a
but
pretty solid distance before
as
committing
far
to
as I could tell now,
if you're one of many Reptar
there
fans
is
around
actually
the world,
4
or if
ults
you want to
per
know what it's
character
like
in the
to be
base
him,
game,
then give him a try in Nickelodeon
so that's
All-Star
good.
Brawl 2.
Because like the only
As
way
always,
you could get 4
thanks for
ults
watching.
otherwise
Stay tuned
was
for more
like
character spotlights coming
spending
soon.
a lot more money to do that. This is so funny. Plankton just casually jogging his way out of Reptar's wrath. It's very good. Yeah. We thought the only way we were going to get a 4th caution was through paying money for it. But that's not going to be the case, so that's nice. There's going to be like dark variations of every character that I guess you could just play in normal matches, so that's one problem solved. That's good. Now let's go ahead and slow this down and see what we can find about Reptar here. That's a bit different. So that's almost certainly a taunt. That's another taunt right there, of course. That's like... Is that like a down strong, or I mean, does that just have a long startup? I don't know, but it's a stomp move. That's definitely an up strong. And yeah, they get smaller. So that was like a jab into Fireball. That's a Flame Breath. This seems to be like a forward throw, and it's really sick. Love that move. Ice Skates. That's probably a dash attack now. So that's really cool. Grab them. German suplex, that's what I'm talking about. We love German suplexes here. That's a top hat alt from like a PS1 game. That's a sick thing to include. So, there's a lot of moves right there. This one coming up, this one kind of looked like it would be a down tilt, but it's probably not, because that's probably the down tilt. So I guess in order, that's like... Let's see, that's up strong. It's probably like down strong there. That's side B. That's probably forward tilt, and that's probably down tilt and then jab. That's like your neutral strong air. think this is a new costume for Nigel too that we haven't seen before. Actually, this chomp, right? It doesn't grab Nigel right there, so is that a different move from the command grab? Or do you just have to be close enough for the command grab to actually be a command grab? I have no idea, actually. I like Nigel shaking his head as he's getting dragged. Yeah, no, that's like a completely different move altogether. Is that his neutral strong on the ground now then? That's the only other thing I can think of. Jabs 1 and 2 into strong. Yeah, that seems about right. Seems about right. Here's Mecha Reptar, which is amazing. I have said that, me playing Jimmy would depend on if he would have like a clown wig alt or not, and it just doesn't seem like he does, based on what I've seen. So that's really sad, and that means I'm probably not going to main him now just because of that. But I'll still play. But this alt right here, this is sick, and this will probably get me to play Reptar alone just because of this alt. But Reptar's got like a fire meter, which I guess is just going to like kind of arbitrarily limit how much he can use his fire moves in neutral. Don't know how I really feel about that. Like you gain meter back by like doing your physical attacks. Like I don't know. Seems like a weird restriction to me. But it seems like Reptar still has his light neutral wear here. It's probably still that in this game. He's jumping. This is going to be specials. So, as you can see, I mean, functionally this is pretty similar, but like, the range on this thing has been heavily nerfed. Doesn't get bigger as you charge it. How much damage did it do? 25. So it still does a lot of damage. Not 30, but 25 is still a lot just for one move. That was like a light down air right there. Stomps on you. That is up special. See, that's like that's a forward light right there. So, what was that other move from earlier then? So you've seen his jab plenty of times. That has to be a forward light. The little tail swipe thing he does right here, that's a down tilt. So I mean, I guess this move is actually up tilt. Is that like an up tilt? Probably. Yeah, that would make sense. An up light. So you got down light, up light, whatever else. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, anyway. It's all starting to come together now. Let's go back just a little tiny bit. There we go. So apparently his down B in the air, instead of the flame breath, is going to be a diagonal fireball. That's interesting. Real interesting. Reptar's got a lot of ways to throw stuff out. A lot of ways to control space. This is just overkill, like my goodness. So you can slime cancel something right as you basically launch somebody that's gonna die, and then stun them, and then just hit them again, so that they just like die, but extra. I guess I don't know. This tail swipe thing seems like a light forward air right there. Looks new. And that's definitely strong down air. Stall and fall. He doesn't seem to bounce off of people in this game, so that's a difference. That's up B. Looks pretty much the same as it ever was in Nick All-Star Brawl 1. But apparently you can cancel out of this, right? Or no, you can make it come out quicker. That's what you can do. So if you want to do something out of shield, you can just like immediately activate it if you know you're gonna hit it. Here's the Chomp side B. Yeah, it's definitely different from like the flame Chomp that he does for his neutral strong. And I guess you can do 4 directional throws from here, so this is just like an actual command grab. I don't know what your incentive would be to do it over your regular grab. It just seems like Reptar has 8 throws because of this, because I think all the throws he gets from this are completely different. I don't know if you can like carry people during this too. That could be interesting if you could. Here is a move. I guess this is light up air. It definitely works as like a neutral air too. There's up tilt, up strong. I swear that's light neutral air. Then yeah, you grab people, spit them down. So that's sick. Light forward air's there. Light down air, down tilt. Grab them, spit them out. Yeah, Reptar seems to have like a really good advantage. And then just like probably a bad disadvantage. I'm glad when heavies actually have a good advantage state. To make up for the fact that they're combo food. So yeah, there's like an up throw there. Crazy sumo throw. That's like a light back air, double tail swipe. Yeah, you gotta love it. You gotta love Reptar, man. Double down air, Nick All-Star Brawl 1 is back, baby. And then here's the super. And we're gonna watch Plankton just casually walk away again. See you later, pal. Let me bring this back down so we can keep on looking at these clips. See if we see anything new, but probably not. Yeah, it's definitely like a light up air. Seems like a really good move. Suplex and a grandma. That basically just reminds me of like a power bomb too. Reptar's got a lot of wrestling moves. That this chomp right here. Of course it's not giving it to me. There we go. I don't know what that move is actually. So I've sworn we've already seen the strong neutral air, but maybe not. I don't know, that could be it. Tails like the tail swipe we saw right around here, I swore was yeah, like that one. No, that's just the regular light neutral air, I think. So this one must be his strong neutral air, the bite. He has so many biting moves, it's hard to keep track of all of them. Okay. Again, that could just be wrong, but I'm assuming that's what's going on. So let's finish up with Azula here, and then after that, I don't have any plans. Maybe we can just sit here and watch like the last hurrah and just hang out. I don't know. But okay. Time to do this. Do that.
Powerful firebending expertise and elegant martial arts technique.
And here we go.
The heirs to the Fire Nation's throne, Azula is ready to rule the competition in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Azula is a fierce, fiery, fast-paced glass cannon with an explosive combo game. With top-tier speed, powerful firebending expertise,
it makes sense for her to be a glass
martial arts techniques, Azula is well-suited for an aggressive yet calculated playstyle.
She is
Most
resilient in the show,
quick,
but
fearsome
she's got a
that glow with her iconic blue fire. Several of her attacks have stronger knockback near the tip where the fire is, and you'll know for sure that you've spaced them properly when you hear these satisfying sounds.
Kind of like how they say satisfying sounds, and it just sounds like
are of course great for building
a boxing glove hitting a
It helps to have some projectiles to lob out if you need to create some space between you and your opponent, or if you just need to slow down the tempo. Her neutral special shoots out a fireball that travels straight ahead if she's on the ground, or diagonally if used in the air. This is a fantastic tool to have that's perfect for all sorts of situations, from controlling space, to playing defensively, or even guarding the ledge. The grounded slime version
you can have two out at the same time.
Fantastic for catching opponents off guard. The aerial version shoots 3 fireballs, and while they're not each nearly as strong as the grounded slime
that seems
version,
really
they cover
good.
Tons of space.
Seems really good.
Azula can easily
like
follow up on the openings
even just off stage like that. Of course, it's good off stage, but like on the stage, that would be really good too. But you're just gonna kind of force your opponent to either stay in place or run away. If they're running away, then you just chase them. You have fireballs around top of you, and like they manage to hit you, they're just gonna get hit by a fireball, not be able to do anything. So.
Finally, Azula's down special channels a powerful bolt of lightning that's sure to send opponents flying if you're able to land it. With slime, the attack charges twice as fast, but it doesn't hit as hard. Something to keep in mind about Azula is that all the power in the world is still not enough to make up for a weak recovery.
So glad this is a stage in this game now.
But as long as you don't get hit, you shouldn't have to worry. She has plenty of powerful tools at her disposal to exert her will and control the match. And once she finds an opening, you can expect some big damage. Slime canceling and smart use of her special attacks are where you can really make the most of Azula's toolset. She almost always has at least one answer for any opportunity. You just have to be ready to recognize the best answer and capitalize on those opportunities when they arise.
Boom.
If you think you have the cunning and wits to take hold of Azula's abilities, or if you just want a taste of her awesome power, be sure to give her a try in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Now that you've
hearing
seen
a little bit of a leitmotif
excited to play.
From the
look forward to seeing the rest of our character spotlights coming soon.
From the
get ready to join the fight on November 3rd when the game spotlights coming.
He just
look forward to seeing the rest of our character spotlights coming soon. And get ready to join the fight on November 3rd when the game releases.
I'm hearing some leitmotifs from the Southern Air Temple stage in the music. But anyway. Slow it down. Let's see what Azula's all about. So, guess that's a taunt. Thing before was probably an idle animation. There's some lightning. That's probably like an up smash. That's probably forward smash. I think that's a light neutral air there, where she kind of does the drop kick and fire comes out. It's like a projectile, so that's cool. It's a down tilt, probably an up tilt. I think that's probably a strong up air, strong down air, neutral air, forward strong. So many costumes. It's her Earth Nation one. It's probably a light forward air, light up air, light back air. Break dance is probably a strong down smash. Seems to make sense. Yep. That's a jab. That's a light forward. Yeah, that was all her smash attacks except for that fireball. She's got like a falcon kick. Okay, yep. Like down air, up tilt, up air. She just seems like a very, you know, basic character to me. Not really a bad thing though. That means she's going to be pretty easy to play as and have fun with. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. There's a dash attack there. Fireball. Seems like she's just got a lot of bread and butters, you know? A lot of bread and butter stuff. Each of her attacks seem to link into each other very easily. So, her shoulder pads look like they're getting bigger and smaller. Yeah, this is like the Akuma thing. I've already seen like a ton of her moves. We've basically seen all of her moves already, it feels like. Just looking out for the very few ones that we haven't seen at this point. That's a lot faster and more powerful. More costumes. That's her up B there. There we go. So she's kind of like vulnerable during this, but I swear she can... I think she can hit people during this, like where her fire is. So there's that, at least. Like, yeah, you definitely can. That's strong up here there. There's another look at that. This is the Falcon Kick. Just close the gap with it. Seems pretty powerful too. And then, yeah, you can use it basically just as another stall and fall if you want. She's got two of them. Here's the lightning. And then slime enhanced is a little bit faster. Well, a lot faster. A lot faster. But not as powerful. Looks like that's a taunt, probably. Either a taunt or an idle animation. Not sure. That's a parry. Seems like jab 1 into down tilt is true. That was kind of weird. Just a little bit weird visually. Lots of clips, man. Lots of clips. This character is just another combo fiend. There's going to be a ton of those in this game. Combos is definitely just like the biggest thing about this game. It's almost like a Falcon Punch, basically. How long the startup is, but you can disrespect people like that. See, I don't know why you'd want to like slime cancel in that situation. Like right here, I could maybe see you wanting to do it. Because it gets sent out a little too far to combo, but yeah. There we go. Watch Plankton flip away. And that's all. That is all for that. Let's just look at this real quick. Oh god, it's happening. There I am. Where are we at? We're at winners quarterfinal. I don't know if I'm gonna stay around for this honestly, but I definitely want to give a shout out to this because I'm watching it right now on my phone, and I wouldn't say that I love playing Nickel Server Brawl 1. I think it is a pretty interesting game though, and it's definitely really interesting to watch. It doesn't really look like any other platform fighting game when you watch it, and I think it's pretty entertaining, so I definitely would recommend you guys check this out because yeah, it doesn't seem like I can handle it. But Yeah, from what I heard, the top 8 for this tournament specifically was really good, and right now, what's streaming on Cherry's channel here is the like the top 16. So basically, it's still probably just as good as the top 8, honestly. So yeah, and then other than that, I mean, there were leaks about this game too. Mainly that like all the alts were shown off. Um, Again, that's how I know the Jimmy alts. I know there's not like a clown wig one. That makes me sad. Um, and there's been some screenshots of like the DLC characters too. So as far as I could tell, that stuff's not going to be as frequent anymore because the person who leaked that stuff originally was leaking multiverses stuff, and apparently they're gonna get ready to start doing that again, which is interesting actually because, well, does that mean that player first games are starting to get ready to show off stuff about the game too? Potentially, I don't know. That could be interesting, but the game is supposed to launch in a couple months, or I guess relaunch Multiverses, that is. So I mean, yeah, I would expect them to probably have some stuff to show off next month. So we'll see. We'll see. Um, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to actually play Nick All-Star Brawl 2, though. Who can't wait? Who all cannot wait? I know I can. So I'm really excited. When is November 7th again? Exact date. If it's on a weekend, I'm screwed. It's a Tuesday. Okay. Election day. Well, good thing I don't care about politics. I have seen the whole game got leaked, just in general. That there's like a leaked build that's just been spreading around, and it feels like a lot of people who are in the Nick All-Star Brawl community have gotten their hands on it. Um, I've literally seen people. Well, I haven't seen like people playing it as in like I was sitting there watching them play it, but I've seen people like streaming it on Discords and stuff. Um, and I didn't go into the VCs, so yeah, it's out there, and like it's an interesting like an interesting topic all on its own because as we're looking at like competitive footage for Nick All Star Brawl 1 here, I personally feel like the leaked build thing probably going to cause some problems very early within the competitive side of things, just because like the big tournament coming up. Probably the first big tournament for Nick All Star Brawl 2 is Heat Wave, and it was kind of talked about what exactly was going to happen there, and as it turns out, um, they were going to ban like beta testers, um, and then they decided, you know what, we're not going to do that because now there's a leaked build, and now there's a ton of people who just have like an early advantage over like people who are just waiting, and at this point, like that is too hard to govern. It's too hard to figure out who has leaked builds and who doesn't. So screw it. I mean, if there's going to be a ton of people with an early advantage, then there's no point in banning anybody, and I believe that's the right choice. If the leaked builds never happened, then I probably still would have been like, yeah, just go ahead and ban the beta testers for just like this first major tournament, and then after that they can join in. But like, yeah, I mean, if other people are basically gonna have the advantage that they gonna have in just being able to play early, then at this point, who cares? So, man, This is running so bad. Surprised YouTube can't handle this, man. The Steam Deck can't handle this. But yeah. I think that's pretty much about it. I'm not gonna play a League build. I don't have a League build still. If somebody gave me one, I wouldn't play it because it's literally a week away. Like I don't, I can wait a week. And again, for me, like just having the first impression of playing, the game that the devs want me to play instead of like a build that's intentionally unfinished, and whatever else. Like playing that doesn't exactly appeal to me. So I would just rather play the game when it's out and then play the campaign, play online, all that good stuff. Um, and do it when the devs want me to do it, basically. Because as somebody who's dabbled into game dev myself, having people play my game when it wasn't ready wasn't fun because it just felt like nobody cared about it at any point. Um, some people gave feedback. I appreciate those people, but like other than that, it gave off a bad impression of the game. And if it were up to me, if I wasn't really forced into that situation, that wouldn't have happened. But that was like Dallin's plan, and I felt like I had to follow suit. So, yeah, yeah. It's not fun for people to base their opinions on an unfinished product, basically, that you're working hard to try and complete. Um, and, giving feedback to an unfinished thing is very important. Obviously, that's why there's beta testers. But like, I don't know. Again, treating it like it's a final release is kind of weird. Kind of weird. Again, with me and Stomp Party, that was gonna take a lot of work. It wasn't worth it. But for Nick All-Star Brawl 2, man, oh my god. That game's definitely gonna be, for me, it's gonna be worth every penny, but I'm sure some of you guys will want to wait for sale, and I don't blame you. It's probably gonna go on sale like straight away, honestly, because Christmas is around the corner, so they're gonna want to at least put it at like a 10 or 20% discount. So that's what I would wait on. But yeah, other than that, I think I'll stop now. I'll let you guys go, and please enjoy the sets from this if you haven't seen them yet. The Last Hurrah on Cherry's channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. Because again, even though I'm still sick, I'm not coughing that much, so I think I'll be able to record videos and all that good stuff. So see you then.